Hey everyone, and thanks for coming to another blog post from the Bender booth. So today, I didn't come here to talk to you guys about bar down skis and benders, but instead, I like to get down on a more serious level with you. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about professional athletes and their lives, their everyday lives. So professional athletes spend their whole year as their career playing a sport. It just so happens that they most likely love the sport that they play, and they also get paid a lot of money to do that sport. But that's because us, as the viewers, look at them as gods or idols or just role models in the community. So, last week in class, we talked a little bit about a piece by Gary Smith named Crime and Punishment. Crime and Punishment is about a boy named Richie Parker who was an astounding athlete in high school. He got into a little incident. He was 17 at the time. He and a friend allegedly forced a student in their school to perform sexual relations to them unwillingly. So Richie Parker got in a lot of trouble for that, and he ultimately could have lost everything. But he was an astounding athlete, and a lot of colleges wanted him on their team. So here comes the University of Utah, and they want to give him a second chance. And it was kind of hard because at the time, the public viewed him as, a scapegoat. Let's use this kid as an example of athletes who do something really bad and then don't get in any kind of trouble for it. So the media was kind of pushing along, trying to get him in all sorts of trouble and just not letting go. Well, Utah still stuck through, and the president ended up giving him a full scholarship to play basketball. So, why can't we just kind of relate to athletes on a level where we don't view them as just role models or idols, but in some aspects of life, they're just like us. They're like everyday people. They make mistakes too. You know, Giroux got in trouble a couple of years ago in Canada. He may have had a little too much to drink, and he repeatedly grabbed a police officer's butt allegedly, and was being persistent and most likely kind of a jerk about it. So he went to jail for the night, but no charges were filed against him, which kind of goes along the lines of he's a professional athlete. We shouldn't let him have any kind of trouble fall out of this. So there's also Patty Kane. Patty Kane is the Blackhawks center who is their star player. And a couple of years ago, he had a huge scandal breakout where he allegedly has sexually assaulted a girl. Well, there was an investigation and no charges were filed from it, and he came out clean. But we need to kind of just remember that they're like us. So when it comes down to it, there may be lines of morals that are crossed in the line of professional sports by getting them out of all sorts of trouble. It's commonly found in the NFL where they do something bad, and it seems like every week there's a new NFL player in the news. While the NHL is a little bit different, there's not that many people getting in trouble that often, but there's still a couple. But we need to just remember as people that they are people, and that we can all get along, and that they're just like us. So we need to give them second chances, just like Richie Parker got his second chance to play basketball. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week, and don't forget, don't do anything I wouldn't do.